I.S.U.P.K.
We need to get it together. We need to come back to this our culture. This book right here is our culture. This is FUBU. This is for us, by us. Guaranteed by us. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, they went to our land, took all records after they put us in slavery, and then try to flip it on us. You know what I'm saying? And flip it on us in the way of white supremacy. But guess what? The real prophets is back. You feel me? The real prophets is back. We about to take over the world again. Like I said, man, we need to understand this thing. We get mad at some of the most simplest things in the world. Like we get mad because they get mad about the statues. Was it Charleston? They get mad about the statues. We get so petty and so dumb about these things, man. We need to leave them things up. We need our kids to understand that this place hates you. You know what I'm saying? These are markers in the world that we need to understand that these people got a perpetual hatred for you. You know what I'm saying? We keep on over and over again reliving the same thing. What they say, if you keep on asking for the same thing twice or doing the same thing twice and the same thing more than 2 or 3 times and asking for different results, that's insanity, right? How will we in the world keep on talking about loving these people who hate you over and over again because they feeling you a bill of goods? You know what I'm saying? We need to understand that these people have a perpetual hatred for you, and we insane how we keep on trying to love them. We need to understand this stuff. If we separate from this place, ain't nowhere in the world we won't win. I can't beat you being you, but I can sure beat you being me. And we understand. We come back. We understand our culture. We be straight, 100% straight. Go ahead, get to me.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
And look, this is us in America right now. We fell for our vain help. We standing out here just wishing and wanting, please love us. White people, please love us. We gotta love us. Y'all got please love us. But we can't get the same in return. We ain't getting the same love in return. We gotta understand that we are a holy people, a separate people. And the scriptures tell you that in the end of days, and we talking about we in the end days, the scriptures tell you that the nation gonna be versus nation. Kingdom gonna be versus kingdom. What does that mean to us? What does that mean if the scriptures are telling you in the end of days, everybody constantly talking about this the end time, this end days, and the scriptures telling you over and over again that nation gonna be versus nation. That's nationality versus nationality. Kingdom gonna be versus kingdom. That's America versus Great Britain or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Kim Jong-un. If we constantly keep talking about this Christian philosophy or this white supremacist philosophy, and we missing and skipping over the parts that we living in right now, you losing. You losing. Nation gonna be versus how nation gonna be versus nation, and then we sitting here trying to love the people who we know is gonna be trying to kill us in the end times. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we need to get it together. Like we about to bust this thing wide open about who these people and how they really feel about you. Go ahead, start over again for me, bro.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We looking for people who hate you and won't do nothing for you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How are we in America stuck doing the same thing repetitively over and over again and not getting nothing in return? You know what that's like? Like I said, we're steadily talking about how these people, I'm going back to the animal kingdom again. We sitting here, these people look at you like you food. And they the ant eater and you the ant. You getting ate up all day, every day, and not even paying attention to knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they just killed, they tried to kill that brother up there in New Hampshire, in Claremont or something. They just tried to kill him. Here in Oklahoma, they didn't kill about 4 or 5. The police didn't kill about 4 or 5 people already. You know what I'm saying? But we don't understand. We keep on trying to give ourselves to these people who hate your guts, never did like you, never will like you, genetically don't want to have nothing to do with you. But you got to understand that if we're looking at it on the scientific level, you're looking at like these people are genetically inferior to you. And if you are genetically inferior, if you already behind, you want to grab. So if they looking at you like you already, they don't even know, but spiritually they looking at you like you got everything they want when they took everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that you on the list of food for them. You got to understand that. Like we got to get it together, man. Go ahead and read some more. That's all on it. Well, go ahead and give me Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Man, we got to get it together, man. We gotta understand that we the greatest people on the face of this earth, and if we separate ourselves from this philosophy and this mindset, then we'll be 100% okay. We'll be 100% right. It can't nothing touch or phase you. If you look at it for now, like how we've been living now, in the I.S.U.P.K. the last 5 years, we done coming on strong. It's brought brothers coming from all over the face of this earth trying to get into this truth. And the more and more we increase, if you pay attention, the more and more they decrease. If we look at it, we look at their studies and showing how at them, the Caucasian man and woman or whatever on the face of this earth, they having trouble having babies. Ain't nobody bringing this stuff. Ain't nobody even dropping this. Since about 5 years ago, they've been having trouble. Like they having a more and more decrease on having kids, and they dying faster than anybody else on earth. And they trying to figure out what's going on. Why? Because we coming back into the fold. We ain't got to do nothing to these people. We ain't got to do nothing. We just come back to this to our truth, our constitution, our culture. If we come back to our culture, everything will be fine. We ain't got to do nothing. I said, we can just sit back and just chill, and then a tornado will come and tear everybody up out of here. While we sitting up in the middle of it, minding our own business. But we got to understand that. Come back to this truth. We come back to this law, statute, commandments, our culture. Like I said, this is for us, by us. If we realize that, we'll be 100% good. We'll be 100% good. Go on, you got it for me?
Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
They do it every single day. This the Bible repeating stuff. This is telling you from back in the day to now their game plan. They possessors slay them and call themselves not guilty. We got to understand that these people kill us every single day and go to the law, go to their court system, go to their laws and tell you over and over again, hey, he didn't do nothing wrong. He was 100% in the right. Guys is running around. I seen, you know what's be so funny? I wouldn't put it past, it'd be a brother butt naked laying on the ground with his butt in the air, and they'll still shoot him and say he had a gun. Ain't got no gun. Sorry, I don't have a gun. But that's how they get down. And guess what? Here, the police are gonna get off. Read that to him again.
Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Like I said, over and over and over and over again, we got to understand, this is their game plan. They got you. They got full control over you, and they kill you every single day. It's probably a murder right now as we speak by a police officer, or some Ku Klux Klan or some Klan member to kill somebody. But guess what? He'll never get arrested for it.
Right.
He'll go to court and be like, oh well, it was self-defense. The dude was running from it, but I just had to kill him because he just looked threatening. You know what I'm saying? He had a hoodie on, an afro or something, because that's the game plan. This stuff been going on since the beginning, and we constantly talking about wars and rumors of wars and all this other stuff. They looking at it from a Christian philosophy or whatever, and we don't even realize that we've been wars since the beginning. They say it's gonna be wars and what's the name? Wars and rumors of wars. That's what the Bible say, right? You know what I'm saying? We constantly talk about that's what we've been having a war with these people since the beginning of time, and they ain't even paying attention to it. We talking about the race wars. The race wars been here since back before we was even born. Look at what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right down the street up there. What you think that is when you fly a plane over a whole community of people and drop a bomb? That's war. That's war.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
then we stand around. Then we go a little bit farther in history. We go a little bit further in history. We get to like the 50s and the 60s. Then we got this stuff called redlining. What's that? That's putting people in concentration camps. You know what I'm saying? That's war. Then you go a little bit further in history. Then you look at how they drop drugs and dope in our communities. They did it. This the government. This documented in our government. They saying that they did it. What you think think that is? That's biological war. You know what I'm saying? Then you turn around, you go a little bit further in history. You get up into the 90s, and then they got all our brothers locked up in jail. What? You a prisoner of war. Like this, it keep going on and on and on and on. We can't get over this. We gotta realize that these people hate our guts. Plain and simple. It ain't no change in this game. But only one way can change it, because you gotta think, black Hispanics and Native Americans, you the gem of God's eyes. You are the gold on this earth. If you like talking about, I just talked to Yashimar not too long ago, my brother Yashimar, and I was talking about some stuff they say. What they say, sir, they call it the butterfly effect. Now this supposed to be some kind of butterfly effect where a butterfly can go all the way to Asia, flap its wings, and then he can affect the air and cause a typhoon in India or something like that. If you look at them at a damn butterfly and you think that they got enough power to cause a typhoon, and if this is actually true, what you think you can do as a black man in America?
You saying so heavy. If that Native American Indian brother that had a problem with us, if he would have read this book, he would have known that the Bible says never make peace with them.
Right.
Never make treaties with these people. If the Native American Indians would have read this book, see, this is the lowest book. They had these records. If they would have opened up this book, just like if our leaders would have opened up during the civil rights movement and saw where it says never join your enemy, never trust your enemy, they would have had America right now. Oklahoma would be all Native American Indian land right now.
That's
America
right.
would be all Native American Indian land. You understand?
That's right.
If they would have read this book. You understand? This is the foundation of the earth. You understand? There are natural laws, God-given divine laws in that book, like what the brother's saying, that you got to abide by. And when you don't abide by them, guess what you do? You forfeit everything you have. You forfeit your land, you forfeit your culture, you forfeit everything that you have when you disobey God.
Right.
You understand? So that's what we try to bring out. Go ahead, brother.
That's right, sir. Hey, give the captain a hand, man, again, man. Like I say, man, he one of the great ones. You know what I'm saying? It's funny when we hear his truth. You know, and I talk about this all the time with the brothers, you know what I'm saying? In this truth, we stand in the midst of greatness every single day. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the people in the past. Who's gonna change the future? Who's gonna be the people of the future? And you looking at them right now. You standing right there with them. You sitting there looking at them all day long. We the I.S.U.P.K. We the only one with the truth on the face of this earth. And y'all better get with it or get lost. You feel me? 100%. Go ahead and give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 65. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we need to realize our greatness. And in realizing our greatness, we have to be total opposition to the people who's over us right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't live in the same world that they live in, playing in the same world that they playing in. You got to separate yourself from these people. You got to totally do the opposite things of what they got going on. Because, of course, these world is wicked.
So you had a question?
Yeah.
What's your question, please? I'm going to give it back to you, brother.
Where's the video going? Are you posting anywhere?
You say what now?
The video. Is that
Yeah, the video. We have videos on YouTube, I.S.U.P.K. Yeah.
So what's all of this?
What is all this? Well, let me ask you this. Do you know? Let me ask you this. Well, how old are you?
I am 14.
You 14. You know, but you in school? I take it, correct? Do they teach it? They teach American history in school. They teach American history in school. All right. Have you heard of the Civil War?
I have.
Okay. All right. What do you think about this flag here? This.
Confederate flag.
The losing flag.
Not losing. It's not.
Oh, it's not losing. Okay.
It's the
But
South's flag.
it's the South's flag. Okay.
They did lose the war.
And they lost the war. Okay.
Yes. I think it's a symbol
It's a symbol of what? I'm listening. You don't know what it's a symbol of?
of racism.
It-
Damn
Oh, okay,
right.
Okay, give her a
That's
hand. Give her a
right.
hand. It's a symbol
Right.
of racism. Am I correct?
That's what I think.
That's what you. No, I don't. No sweat. No sweat. You said it's a symbol of racism, which is correct. But this is what you gotta. I'm gonna give you a little bit more. We served slavery under this flag and the American flag. Do you know that in history?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So if we served slavery under this flag, and this is a symbol of hate, then what would make the American flag? What would that make the American flag? To black people.
You tell me. What do you think?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. That's what you said. It's a symbol of hate.
That's right.
You think that about the American?
Oh yes.
Damn
oh,
right.
Yes. How can we not think that about the American flag? Aren't we dying in America? Aren't we getting killed by police officers and getting them? Isn't everybody dying? Are you serious? Everyone's getting shot by the police officers? Are Arabs getting? Is a car full of Arabs getting shot by white police officers? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest now. I know you say you're in school. Now you got to understand these things when you go to college.
Okay.
You got to understand political science. You got to understand how the social impact of how things work in America,
Try
right?
to teach me.
Okay, but you're gonna learn here. This is class here. We're gonna teach you. We're gonna show you something.
Okay.
We're gonna show you something about white. You're white, right?
I am.
Okay, so we talking.
American.
And you know, okay, you know, and who are you? Who are you?
She's my mother.
Oh, your mother. Okay, all right. So what we talking about? She asked a question. Your daughter asked a question.
She's very inquisitive
And that's good.
to your information.
And guess what? And guess what? We welcome those things because a lot of people hate what we're saying. A lot of people don't ask questions, so that's good. But now what I'm trying to figure out is this. She said that this is a symbol of hate because we
I
serve.
did not say hate. I said racism.
Okay, I'm sorry. But is racism hate?
It is.
All right.
It's an act of hate.
Okay, all right. So now.
Or
oh,
it's standing idly by. Or it's just not agreeing with somebody else's thing.
Let me.
I mean, racism
Okay,
is not
no.
defined by one word. is what I say.
Okay, let me show you what racism is. I'm gonna educate all three of
I
you.
have brown skin too.
And
Do you think I
that's
have
good.
brown
That's
skin?
good. That's all right. That's all right. You have brown skin. But let me ask you a question. I understand, but let me correct you on what racism is. Racism is not I don't like you, you don't like me. That's not racism. That's some individual. Racism is a collective unit. It's a system. It's an institution. White people, some white people out here say we love you guys. I understand that. You may feel a certain way about us, and you feel like you love us. But you know what? You can afford to love us because you know what? Your government hates us. Your education system hates us. Your criminal justice system hates us. So white people can pretend to be a humanitarian, or can pretend to be a person that loves everybody because they have a government that fights for them. They have Donald Trump in the White House. You understand?
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works, son.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?